This is the beginning. Yeah, thanks to ChatGTP, bro. ChatGTP walked me through it. I mean, I know about the BIOS and the BIOS setup and stuff like that, but ChatGTP walked me through the best way to troubleshoot it without wasting my time. I have to admit, AI is kind of sick. It broke it down for me. It was like, hold on. It was like, it could be a couple things, and I was like, I fucking know that. But they're like, let's do this, 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 and this to test in order to eliminate. It was perfect, dude. It was like, yo, you need to do this, 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 and this in this order. That way it can eliminate things and narrow things down. Instead of like troubleshooting just randomly like a human probably would, unless they're really smart about computers, then they would know like go in this order. But it literally was like, yes, go in this order so we know exactly what we're looking at. And I was able to figure it out. Thank God. Literally, thank God. Thank you, Joshua. I don't know, man. The crash could be starting, and I did say this week it's gonna start. I'm gonna play the clip. I said weekly outlook on the weekly, or no, I said it in yesterday's video. I said I'm pretty sure the crash. I said in the weekly outlook and prediction the crash is gonna start this week. It's gonna be a red week, and in yesterday's video I said it's gonna be bearish. It's gonna happen.
His target is, but he's saying it's going to be big, and it's a publicly traded company, and most likely it's going to be.
Oh, and also with this article, Ryan Cohen might be selling the Bitcoin. Also, there's reports that people can't use Coinbase; they can't buy, sell, or anything.
And why they're able to figure out what's going on there. Then we'll move into the crypto and wrap up this.
Let me know if you guys are having issues with Coinbase.
Video. So as you guys can see, SPY is still in this massive rising wedge. Bearish divergence on the daily time frame. RSI trending down as price trends up. That means SPY is going to flatten out and correct down. This correction cannot be stopped. Even this bullish news of unemployment coming out lower than expected was not enough to maintain the markets. We're seeing key stocks like Microsoft get pummeled, Amazon get pummeled, and it looks like they're ready to make moves lower, ladies and gentlemen. So there's a good indication that markets are going to be moving lower. If SPY loses the key level of 689.48, that means that it broke down out of the rising wedge, and you can expect a lot more downside. SPY right now in after hours is rejecting off of a key level. The key level is 692.62. If SPY is above that, that is bullish, but if SPY remains below that, that is bearish. That is the key level right now, and you could expect a big pop to the upside if we hold it, but expect a big dump down if we don't. And it looks like right now we're rejecting from that. So I'm thinking tomorrow most likely is going to be pretty bearish for SPY, in my personal opinion. We got those bullish numbers, we popped to the upside, but then we got this big drop down. We made a bear flag, made another drop down, and it looks like we're just getting weaker and weaker and weaker, in my personal opinion. You guys can see the Bollinger Bands are starting to tighten up. You guys can see red MACD as well. These are all indications that SPY is going to be moving down. So if SPY loses the key level of 691.47, you can definitely expect some more downside towards the level of like 690.86. So just be aware of that. I do think SPY potentially is going to be even more bearish tomorrow. The next major data drop is going to be inflation, but we do have a data drop at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, exiting home sales.
So I figured we was gonna drop down today.
As big as unemployment or inflation will be on Friday, so just be aware of those. But again, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if SPY had a red week, and in the later half of the week, was bearish. So again, I wouldn't be surprised at all if SPY seen a continuation down tomorrow, even if we were able to get a pop to the upside.
with the double
Overall,
with the double
down. So this is what we're looking at for SPY.
Yo, we're back,
market.
bro. I didn't think we'd be back.
BTC and crypto, and then we will wrap up this video. So Bitcoin actually pushing green, just tapping 68K here. If Bitcoin's able to
How
get
many
back
people
above
can we get in here?
68,200, that would be extremely bullish. BTC
We already got
still
40
in this
people.
accumulation, especially if we can get back up.
Everyone
They
share
did
it.
have some
Everyone
sell
share
orders
it.
here for BTC, and
Let me
kinda
share
pushed
this
it
so they
down,
know I'm
and I was
live.
a little bit worried that we could see a little bit more downside for BTC and that we were completely decoupling. But seeing this bullish recovery is looking good so far, and it's potentially doing the higher low setup that we need to see to confirm the overall fractal. Again, the overall fractal, what we're looking for is a higher low. As you guys can see, you have this low, then you have a higher low, and it could be starting to do that right now, which means we could start seeing this thing start to run up, especially if we start getting back above the key level of 70,800. Now again, before we do that, you would need to see Bitcoin break back above 68,200. If it does hold that, then we can move towards 70,300. If it does break above 70,200, expect a decent pop to the upside here for BTC. There are just so many things showing me. We checked it out on stream. We looked at the spot ETF inflows. Guess what? Spot ETF inflows are flipped around. There was outflows, but now there's a lot of inflows, showing large institutions are buying. Institutions are the ones that normally buy these spot ETFs. And because of regulatory clarity and stuff like that, and just to get Bitcoin exposure, especially with the spot ETF. So this is smart money. This is institutions. They're buying these levels. Also look at the Bitcoin rainbow chart. This is the updated chart for the new 2023 chart. And I moved it to 2026. And as you guys can see here for 2026, we'll just go ahead and go to 2026 here. You guys can see that we are in the buy zone, okay? This is time to buy BTC. And if you go back to the old Bitcoin rainbow chart, we're literally in the Bitcoin is dead chart. Every time Bitcoin hit this purple line, we rallied up. You guys can see we went all the way from like 27K all the way up to 25K, as you guys can see. We were in the purple zone. We were at like, what, 5K? Rallied all the way up to 68K, which you guys all know about. We were tapping the purple zone here for like, what, $600? Imagine people buying back then. Then it ran all the way up to 19K. So again, you guys can see
Yeah, so we definitely called for the correction and on the weekly outlook and prediction. Alright guys, I'm sharing this link right now. We need everybody to share because we got to get this thing boosted. We only have an hour, basically. Let's see if we can hit. Can we hit 75 likes in an hour? Let's find out. How many likes do we have so far? Can we hit 75 likes? It's a tall order, but we'll see what we got. All right, SPY's getting a bounce. SPY's getting a bounce. Bullish divergence. RSI's trending up. Well, price is trending sideways, so it's not bullish divergence, but that means bullish momentum building. So SPY's going to push up a little bit here in the close. You heard? You heard? AMC dropped down to that 120. We talked about that in yesterday's video as well. I said if we don't hold by the end of the day,
go ahead and look at AMC's dark pool. You guys will see that we got.
I said if we don't hold by the end of the day, you'll see a breakdown to 120. So I was spot on with that.
3%. Now, what we want to see from AMC is a break back above $1.30. That will give us confidence that we are able and going to recover. But if we do not get back above the key level of $1.30, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. We're going to be coming down to at least $1.25, if not
glad the power wasn't fried, bro.
20, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm expecting $1.25 and $1.20 to act as major support. But again, if we cannot get back above $1.35, most likely by the end of tomorrow, you're going to see
also, someone bought a bunch of, or JP Morgan bought a bunch of.
So we want to see AMC break and hold $1.30. That will give us confidence that we're going to be able to push up.
We're at 2,264 sub or followers on X. Thank you.
Or even $8.20. Now again, like I said, I expect those levels to hold as support in my personal opinion, because we are still extremely oversold as far as the grand scheme of things. You guys can see RSI on the weekly time frame is sitting at 25.44, so that's extremely oversold on the weekly time frame. You guys can see also we're getting pretty oversold on even these hourly time frames and getting close to oversold on the daily time frame as well. We also have bullish divergence on the daily time frame. RSI trending up while price trends down, which means price should flatten out and correct up at some point. And if the share sale gets ended, when we get an 8K filing or whatever type of filing that we need that announces the share sale is ending, we should see some bullish pressure to the upside based off of that filing. So we really have to wait till that happens. But right now, Goldman Sachs and AMC are able to sell shares up to $150 million in profit. So they're going to be selling, and I think today was one of those days, and that's why we saw a breakdown of the level of 135. And I told you guys if we couldn't maintain 135, we'd be dropping down to about 125 pretty quickly, and we jumped straight down to about 126. So this is what we're looking at for AMC. And as far as tomorrow is concerned, we're going to see a break back above 130. But I think there is a chance that if we do not get back above 130 as early as tomorrow, we're going to be coming down to 125 or maybe even 120. So be ready for that. Now, as far as GameStop is concerned, GameStop is seeing a little bit of recovery here in after hours. There is a chance that we could see a little bit more downside for GME as well, because GME has worked its way down towards this gap fill. Now, we have been holding 2408 as a major level of support. We haven't broken down past that. As far as GME is concerned, we've pushed up and we're consolidating at these higher ranges. So as long as GameStop stays above 2408, GameStop unfortunately got pulled down with that SPY pullback. We filled the gap though. We filled the gap on GameStop, guys. GameStop gap officially filled. You heard? Alright, we're gonna go face cam on. We're gonna go face cam on. We got 71 in the building already. 71 in the building.
Yo, we just got a
AMC to
super
1
chat.
by the end of dilution?
Why do you think that, bro? Nah, bro. AMC's nowhere near the end, bro. Unfortunately, nah. Why do you think that? Spy's breaking down out of the rising wedge. Spy tracking, by the way, spy tracking. Thank you, Danny Lamb, for the super chat. Can we get some hype in the chat for this, man? Danny Lamb always holding it down, bro. Without a doubt. Spy tracking. Spy about to push up. Spy about to push up. I gotta get as many views as possible. Bro, you guys showed overwhelming support when I made the video about the update. Video has like 29 likes already.
All right, we got 63 in the building. 63 in the building. Yeah, please hit the like button if you don't mind. Hit the like button if you don't mind. We got to get 75 likes, and we only have an hour. Spy's gonna push up, bro. Spy's gonna push up. We have resistance at 686 and 687.15. Not financial advice, of course. Make sure you do your own research. I'm just some guy on the internet. This beat will forever be the hardest beat, bro. Why is it so sick? I can't be the only one that likes this beat, right? GameStop's dying, guys. GameStop's dying, but it's okay. We had to fill the gap. I told everyone we had to fill the gap. We had to fill the gap. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. There's rumors that the acquisition's gonna be told on Monday. Also, what are you guys hearing about Coinbase? People are saying Coinbase is down. There's absolutely no reason to keep your funds on Coinbase. Yeah, I know that. You always put your money in a wallet. February 12th, some users are currently unable to buy, sell, or transfer assets on Coinbase. Coinbase was down. Yeah, Coinbase was down. Never keep your money on exchange. That's the worst thing you can do if you have crypto. That's the dumbest thing you can do. We're getting new subscribers on the second channel. Thank you guys so much. And we're also getting a video that's kind of blowing up again. We had one video blow up. When I mean blow up, I mean blow up for a small channel. It's up to almost 100 views. So if you guys want to help out, check out my second channel, Data Zero Gaming. Data Zero Gaming, all right? Subscribe. It doesn't take away from this channel. We cover Fortnite right now. Call of Duty, and we're also going to be doing Arc Raiders most likely. We got Call of Duty on here already. We got Fortnite on here. This video is blowing up a little bit here. This one. We got 8 ranked wins in a row. We got all types of stuff. Ranked games, DMZ. Call of Duty, all types of stuff. So if you guys want to check that out. We got 1 versus 5, so solos versus 5, teams of 5, which is insane. Right here's the link if you guys want to give me a follow and help support my YouTube grind. All we're trying to do is just get that channel monetized. What? A 5-piece?
GC, I didn't like it, but I liked it. Glider back live from the data center.
You like the new data center? Or you're glad, wait. But I liked it. Glad you're back live from the data center. Okay, yes. I got you. Bro, just thank you for the 5-bomb. Dude, I was scared I had to buy a new PC. I was scared I had to buy a new PC.
Bro said take all the money from the market that you get to get a new PC. I said, bro, I'm poor. I'm down 99% on AMC. What if I had to sell my AMC to go buy a new PC? Would you guys be mad? Thank you, Fishy Friends, for the 5-piece. AMC's trying to get a bounce, but GameStop's still looking a little bit bearish. GameStop's absolutely dumping. All right, we're at 53 likes. We're at 53 likes. And it is officially power hour. It is officially power hour. Officially power hour. I'm diversified. I have more than just AMC, but we have 104 people in the building. That's what's up. That's what's up. I need to share the stream everywhere. I managed to go live. Everyone come now. Come. Everybody share the stream right now, please. I'm gonna give you a link to share. Right here's how you share the stream, okay? I'll show you guys how. So say you're on the stream to share. You go to, you first hit that button, the like button, to help out. But then you go to this, you copy that link, and you share it. Put it on your Twitter, put it on your Facebook, put it on Instagram, put it everywhere. Spy tracking, spy tracking, spy tracking. And the computer's not acting weird or anything, that's good. I didn't even think about that. I was like, what if it starts acting weird? I thought the power supply unit got fried from the surge. We had a transformer blow. Alright, I just shared on Weeble, and now I'm sharing on Instagram. Hey yo, we did manage to get live, so if you guys want to help support, hop into the live stream right now. The link is in this video. Alright, so that should let everyone know I'm live. Yeah, you guys can feel how you want about AMC, that's fine, but I'm gonna keep covering for the people that hold AMC.
And all people are welcome here. AMC people and GME people. And this is what it is, guys. It just is what it is. I know some people are scorned because they got burnt and stuff like that, but really we got robbed from Adam Aaron, bro. We got cheated because the play was actually legit. Also, there were several times where AMC ran a bunch where you could have made money off of trading it, and a lot of people did make money. GameStop and AMC. I mean, these stocks are prone to run from low to high. I mean, look at this right here, just for example. Here's a GameStop low to high. That's a 71% run in just a few days. 71% gains. And that's just a small run for GameStop. We have this run that happened in 2024 when it went from a brand new low of $9.95 all the way up to $64, 529%. So there's money to be made. It's just like, are you just holding? Because if you just hold, you might get burnt. If you're actually trading, you'll make money. To be real with you guys, the only way to make a bag is to sell. Sellers make money. Yes, you have to have the stock to sell, but sellers make money. You only make money when you sell. Keep this in mind. Sellers make money. All right? Holding for the long term is a different thing, but you guys also need to learn how to trade. You have to have different strategies. Like, is your investment a long-term investment, 2 to 5 years, 5 to 10 years? Is it a day trade where you close your position at the end of the day? Is it a swing trade where you have it open for a week or 2 weeks or a month, 6 months? You guys gotta figure that out, you know? But never enter a position without having some type of plan. Never do it. Always buy, like, don't just buy and be like, oh, and not know what you're gonna do. Have an entry plan, have an exit plan, some type of price, and it could be anything. It could be a price target, like when the stock hits this price, I'll buy, and if the stock hits this price, I'll sell. And you need to have safety measures. So like if it goes this too low, then I'll sell at this point. If you want to learn all of this, just buy my class. We have installments on the class now. You can buy a single lesson. How did I want to do this? I think a single lesson was gonna be a single lesson is $55. You can buy 5 lessons for $255, and then the other 5 lessons for $255. Or you can buy them all at once for $499.99. If you want to get in the class, hit me up on my email. One lesson, $55. 5 lessons, $255. All 10 lessons, $499. Data 0 official 5. This could be a possible bear flag on NASDAQ, which means SPY could be seeing some more downside. Yes, SPY could be seeing more downside, family. We got 73 in the building, 73 in the building. That's what's up. I appreciate y'all for being here. It is officially Power Hour. We got 60 likes. We're quickly heading towards the goal. Quickly heading towards it. Shout out Fishy Friends and Danny Lamb. I did not expect no super chats on the short stream, so thank you. Dang, man. They got this stream got messed up, man. I was literally digging in the computer, y'all, taking parts out. Y'all should have seen me. Mad as hell, bro, trying to take parts out of the computer. I know software more than hardware, dude. Hardware's
obvious. It might not be. I mean, it's kind of crazy, bro. I took the battery out off of the motherboard. I pulled the wires out of I was about to pull the whole GPU out. I disconnected the whole GPU. I was about to pull the whole thing out. Who knows if I'd have broke something doing it. I don't want to do hardware. I'm good on that. But I did learn a lot. I learned where the power supply unit is. I probably could replace it though if I really thought about it. Bro, is there any support zones for AMC at all? Are we headed to $1? Bro, no, there's support at 120, like I said. Expect 120 to act as major support. We haven't hit it yet. We're Gucci, bro. I ain't even tripping, bro. I ain't even tripping on Amy. They're gonna keep selling shares. They're gonna be the shares will get sold. Then we'll get the 8K filing. It will bounce back. AMC did come down to 120 though. I did say if we didn't get back above 130 by the end of the day, you're gonna see 120. And that's exactly what we saw. And they are definitely selling shares yesterday because look how many shares they have now. 2.2 million. Yesterday was definitely a day of selling shares, and they're selling shares today as well. They said they don't want to crash the price, but it looks like they want to crash the price to me. This is what I said, like, I'm not trying to just blame anyone. Like, I'm not looking for a scapegoat. Some people say I'm trying to look for a scapegoat. No, Adam Aaron really is destroying the company from the inside out. And he has people believing that he's doing the best thing possible. That's the thing that pisses me off the most. That there's people that still support Adam Aaron. We gotta get united on this front, bro. We gotta get this clown out of here, bro. He literally works for Citadel. He literally works. He's on the Council of Foreign Relations. Hanging out with Bill Clinton and them. You know he was on the island. You know he was on the island, bruh. Man, how are people supporting that man? We shouldn't be supporting none of these celebrities because they were all on the island. We should be boycotting all of these people. Like, this is how you know people don't really care about the children for real, for real. I ain't watching the Grammys. I ain't watching none of that shit no more. All of these dudes is weirdos. Come on. And I definitely ain't idolizing none of them. GameStop's getting a little bit of a bounce, hopefully. AMC has support at 123 as well. So there's 120 and 123. J Carr says true. Thank you. Thanks for being here, J Carr. Bro, I'm telling you, Adam Aaron's a straight snake, bro. I literally proved that he worked for Citadel. And people are like, well, I guess he's still good. Bro, I proved to you. Right in front of... And then you know what they call me? A shill for saying, hey, you know that Adam Aaron works for Citadel, right? That's the craziest part about it all. These people are so brainwashed and gone that anything that goes against their worldview automatically makes you a shill. So that's how they protect themselves, though. It's actually crazy. Like, that's how they protect themselves. Like, so anything that... And that's how you know they're not critically thinking. This is, like, so crazy. It's exposing themselves. Because you're not critically thinking, because if you automatically feel attacked about someone else's opinion, that means that your opinion is very, very flimsy, first of all. And then you automatically attack somebody for just even trying to speak another opinion. You're probably a radical living in an echo chamber. Apollo Global Management, which is the guys who messed around with Ape,
and literally was appointed as a director for a firm associated with Citadel in 2021. Like, come on, man. What more evidence do you need? And then on top of that, he sold HYMC right before the pump. He said Ape was a dividend. He said he'll never do a reverse split or a stock split. He did both of them. Listen, if you're gonna let a man look you in the eye, lie to your face repeatedly, what the hell is this? I don't even know what this is. If you're gonna let a man lie to your face repeatedly, bro, somebody's trying to get me. What is this, bro? Did someone be... Did someone try to video call my data zero email? That's kind of crazy. Yeah, dude, like, you live in an echo chamber, dude, if you have to attack somebody automatically. And it's not even like I'm saying things that can be argued with. These are verifiable facts that they can verify for themselves. These are verifiable facts that Adam Aaron has a lot of ties to hedge funds in the financial sector, in the banking and sector like that. He literally works for Citadel, quite literally. And you know what some of the people said? A lot of people are up on game. But like, you have people like this, and then I swear it's a shill alert, because I'm sure somebody called me a shill. I'm sure somebody called me a shill. I seen it. Which, what does that even mean for real, first of all?
What's your favorite scary movie?
So how does saying actual fact make me a shill? That's just what I want to know. I mean, I know what's going on. I know that they have to do mental gymnastics, bro. Adam Aaron literally lied to your face, dog. He said, I plan on never doing a reverse stock split or a reverse split. And the worst thing I could ever do is let the price go underneath $1. Well, guess what, Adam Aaron? You failed, because the price went under $1. Reverse split price right now would be what, 13 cents, 20 cents? Or no, is it 2 cents now? No, it's 20 cents pre-split price. It'd be 20 cents. We'd be at 20 cents. So guess what? You got us under $1, and you did a reverse split, and you did a stock split. You did all the things that you said you would never do. If I was a girl and I was dating a guy and he did all the things, multiple things, not just one, but he did all of the things that he said he would never do, I would not trust that guy. So why the are we trusting a dude that literally said he will never do any of these things, right? And did all of them. Not just one, but he went down the list. Checked each box off. Stock split, check. Reverse split, check. Letting the price slip under $1, check. This is crazy. Time to break up with Adam Aaron.
Time to break up with
how do we do that? I looked on ChatGPT, but guess what? Wait, why is Misty Blue sending 5 pieces? It's kind of wild. 5 bomb from Misty Blue. Can we get some hype chat? Amy needs to break up with Adam Aaron. Thank you, Misty Blue, for the 5 bomb. Can we get some hype in the chat? Can we get some hype in the chat? We got 80 in the building. Somehow we got 3 super chats today, and we only been live for going on a little bit on an hour. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, because views are gonna be pooped today. It's not my fault though. I would have got on live earlier. But we had technical difficulties. It's always something, right? At least that's how I feel. SPY might not track with my shit, bro. Cause NASDAQ's in a bear flag. NASDAQ's in a bear flag. SPY's not gonna track. SPY's gonna pull back. SPY's gonna pull back, y'all. I'll leave the prediction there, but I just feel like SPY's gonna pull back. I'll leave the prediction there, but I feel like SPY's gonna pull back. It might drop down and then pop. We'll see. I'll leave it there cause you never want to doubt yourself. But this looks bearish. Man, GME's getting slammed. GME absolutely getting slammed right now, guys. Unfortunately, GME hitting new lows. GME hitting new lows. Got the GPU working, got the GPU working. Thank God. Good Lord. Hype in the chat for Misty Firebomb, please. Hype in the chat for Misty Firebomb, please. I should have did a goal. I should have did 5 firebombs. I'd have did a gift a giveaway. I tried to do a giveaway. Yesterday, if you guys want a tic-tac-toe. Yeah, SPY's breaking down here a little bit. Guys, make sure you hit that like button. Hit that like button. We're trying to hit 75 likes, and we have only a little bit of time. We are boosting up, though. We got 88 in the building. So everybody share the stream. Drop a rocket, help build that engagement so YouTube pushes us out there. Big Stonkin, what up? 85 in the building right now. 85 in the building. Also, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, please do that. Oh my God. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. 16,779. I swear we had people unsubscribe as soon as I said I couldn't stream. Maybe they came back. I swear, bro, as soon as I posted it, I lost like 3 subscribers, 2 or 3. Well, we got 2 of them back. Welcome to the channel, man. Welcome to the fam. Listen, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. Hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. SPY could possibly break down here, guys. I'm not gonna front. We have a little bit of a bear flag forming on NASDAQ. GameStop has support at 23.31. We did fill the gap to the downside. Silver sitting at 76.08. AMC 2.2 million shares available to short. We have unemployment coming out inflation coming out tomorrow. Looks like it might come out a little bit bullish. Hopefully it does and it saves the market, because the market's gonna start pulling back. If not, man, we're breaking down out of that rising wedge. That macro rising wedge is breaking down. This is the beginning of the correction, guys. Look at that gravestone doji on the weekly time frame. This is massive, dude. I'm telling you. SPY's getting ready for that correction, man. I'm telling you. Red week 2. Red week 2. We're down 1% on the week. Red week as predicted, fam. Let's go. Let's go. Guys, like and subscribe for predictions just like this. Yeah, SPY's deviating from that dotted line prediction. I didn't see the bear flag till it was too late. Definitely a bear flag, and I saw the Nasdaq on the bear flag on Nasdaq. Nasdaq's gonna always lead SPY, so if Nasdaq drops, SPY will definitely drop. RSI getting close to oversold here for GME. Close to oversold on the 10-minute time frame. Yeah, we're getting oversold on multiple time frames here on GME. Oversold on multiple time frames. GME. Jeffrey, Zelly, free land prospectors, what up? Free land, haven't seen your name before. Glad to see you here, brother. Are you new to the channel? If you guys want to help support, just like and subscribe. It's absolutely frizzy. AMC has support at 123 and 120. I told you guys if we don't hold the 130, we're gonna drop down pretty hard, and that's exactly what happened. I said it looks like we're rejecting down in yesterday's video, and we did reject down. And I gave you guys the 125 and 120 price target. All right, can we get the 75 likes? We need 2 more likes. We need 2 more likes. I cleaned the computer out a little bit while I was in there, and I got something out of the fan on the GPU. So maybe it seems to be running pretty good. Maybe that was a good thing that happened, because I found something inside of the fan and the GPU that would have stopped it from spinning, and that could have caused overheating and caused damage. Asking you shall receive. I need 1,000 gifted right now. 1,000 gifted, please, sir. To go. Somehow we are able to get 400 views though. So thanks for tuning in. What if we got up to 1,000? I don't think it's possible, but what if we did? That'd be pretty crazy, because I only had an hour to stream. We've officially been live for a full hour right now. It just hit 400. 400 on the dot. And I need 500 subscribers. 500 subscribers would be nice as well. Spy is dying. Spy is absolutely dying. Spy is dying. Bear flag breakdown, y'all. Bear flag breakdown. NASDAQ had this bear flag and it's breaking down. It's pulling Spy down. This bearish consolidation. Drop down, bearish consolidation, drop down. It's taking Spy with it. I didn't see it. When I made this prediction, that I didn't see it in time on NASDAQ. I did once I saw it call out that Spy would probably pull back, but it was too late. I already made the white dotted line. So unfortunately we missed on that one, guys. We missed on that one. Yeah, AMC's definitely coming down for 120. You need some serious cash or compensation for the computer? No, if I was gonna put in a claim, bro. I was mad, bro. I was gonna put in
An insurance claim. Hell yeah. I mean, I don't know how well that would go because they probably have some clause or something about power outages not being their problem, but $30 minutes remaining. 30 minutes remaining. Nah, I got it working, yeah. So the only thing that happened is I couldn't stream long today. I got it working now. I am going away for a few days though, guys. I'll probably bring the laptop, but I don't know what type of product's gonna be coming out or streams or what the case may be. But I'm going away for like 3 days. Hold on. I'm going away for like 3 days, y'all. I'm going to Miami. I have to pick something up. Free land. Are you new here, brother? We just got we reached the goal of 75 likes. We reached the goal of 75 likes. Thank you so much, family. You guys tuned in and showed up and showed out. Zelly just gave 1,000 gifted. Thank you. She gave 1,000 virtual gifted. GameStop finally getting a bounce. Thank God. GameStop getting game. All right, you are new. Welcome, brother. Welcome. Welcome to the channel, bro. Welcome to the DZ fam. Glad to see new faces in the chat. Love to see that. Bro, seeing new faces in the chat is key, bro. So I really appreciate that, man. Shout out to the new fam. Shout out to the new members. Yo, is there any other new people in the chat right now? Or is there any other new people watching right now? Let me know. Don't be shy. Don't be shy, y'all. Come on out. Come on out. Where's the new people at? Because we got a bunch of new subscribers. Show yourselves. Maybe if there's enough people that don't have memberships, I might give a membership away.
Could we hit 100 likes? In the next 20 minutes? Likes are free. Yeah, we do giveaways on this channel, brother. GameStop getting a decent bounce. GameStop getting a decent bounce. Keep showing up, you'll get a membership, bro. Make sure you comment a lot. The more comments, the better your luck. Fire merch. We got a lot of new merch drops. Really good items on here. GameStop getting a vicious bounce. GameStop resistance 2362. GameStop resistance 2362. $91 in the building. $91 in the building. I watched a documentary yesterday. Did you guys know killer whales are like one of the most dominant predators in the ocean? They even killed great white sharks. They eat great white sharks. They eat freaking, it was a humpback whale or blue whales, which are way bigger than them. They eat dolphins. They eat everything, bro. Orcas. Honestly, that should be a mascot for a team. And then polar bears are also vicious, but orcas are like supreme ocean. Yeah, I need 1,000 gifted for Valentine's gifts. Nah, they only eat the liver on the shark. Yeah, I know, that's wild, right? It's crazy. Orchids are wild. Spy is dumping, guys. Spy is absolutely dumping. This is definitely the start of the correction I was telling you guys about. We broke down out of the rising wedge. And I said in yesterday's video, if we lose 689.48, expect a lot more downside because that means we're breaking down out of the rising wedge. And look what happened. Yesterday's video was a perfect setup. I said if we lose this level, it means we're breaking down another rising wedge. Then we'll move into BTC and crypto, and as price trends up, that means SPY is going to flatten out and correct down. This correction cannot be stopped. Even this broke down out of the rising wedge, and you can expect a lot. 689.48. That means that it 689.48. That means that it broke down out of the rising wedge, and you can expect a lot more downside. So if we broke below 689.48, which we did, that means it's breaking down out of the rising wedge, and you can expect a lot more downside. Broke past that level, and look, now we have a gravestone doji on the 4-hour time frame, and we're rejecting off of the Bollinger Bands. Yesterday was a masterpiece video. I love it when it works out like that. Guys, push for 100 likes before the end of the stream. Push. We need 100 likes before the end of the stream. Use your second accounts. This is the beginning of the correction, I'm telling you guys. You're definitely gonna see some decent downside. We're breaking straight out of this rising wedge. Prepare for history. SPY dumping in the close. They definitely sold shares on AMC. That's how they got so many. And look, 47 million, 50 million yesterday, 47 million today. 39 million in the dark pool. Dark pool is 82% on the AMC, guys. 82%, bro. Are we serious? GME dark pool 52%, 2.6 million shares. $95 in the building. 95 in the building. Turn up. Minutes remaining. 12 minutes remaining. 12 minutes remaining. SMX. Yeah, it had that mega move up. Now it's kind of pulling back. TGL staying above 450. SPY just dying, man. Gravestone Doji, 4 hour time frame. SPY's next support is 680.74, man. Rising wedge breakdown, nothing can stop this. Rising wedge breakdown, nothing can stop this. This is also a triple top. Top 1, top 2, top 3. This is horrific. Absolutely horrific. RSI's oversold, man. We should get a bounce soon, but this rising wedge breakdown is going to be pretty severe. I think we're going to come down a little bit lower, flatten out, push up, and then continue down. This is a rising wedge breakdown, though. Look at that candle, guys. Look at that candle. Absolutely extremely bearish daily candle. 10 minutes remaining. 10 minutes remaining. SMX got a reverse split. I didn't see that. Yeah, I didn't see that. It doesn't look like it got a reverse split. It's rejecting from 1435 resistance. SPY's at 680.44, guys. It's dying. SPY is dying right now as we speak. SPY is dying as we speak. Bear flag breakdown. NASDAQ bear flag breakdown. NASDAQ bear flag breakdown. SPY. Straight capitulating. Yo, SPY's capitulating, cuz. Look at it. 680.42. Jeez. 95 in the building. That's what's up, man. I appreciate y'all for being here. Y'all could have been anywhere else in the metaverse. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. Hit that like button and subscribe if you have not. Dang, we're so close to hundo. That'd be what, 3? Yeah, we was pushing. Pushing today for sure. Shout out to Misty Blue, Fishy Friends, and Danny Lamb for the super chats today. Danny Lamb, Fishy Friends, and Misty Blue. Thank you guys for the super chats. 100 people in the building. AMC at 122, GameStop 23.52, SPY 681.52, getting a bounce. What up, Eyes? What's good with you, bro? I would have been on live sooner, but the PC was acting crazy, man. What? I never changed the title? Yeah, I changed the title. SPY's crashing, bro. Rising wedge breakdown. We talked about it in yesterday's video. Definitely check out yesterday's video if you missed it, Eyes. Right here it is, bro. Check it out. $103 in the building. 103 in the building. 4 minutes remaining. 4 minutes remaining. Guys, hit that like button if you haven't. Hit that like button if you haven't. Hit that like button if you haven't. We're trying to get 100 likes before the stream ends. We're at 87. Scotty, what up, bro? SPY support at 680.74. Damn, I wish I could have got on live sooner today, man. Today was such a small stream, I'm not used to it. Sorry I couldn't get on sooner, guys. I was trying to get on by like 11, 12 o'clock. Pro said he got a date with some lemon pepper wings. 10 piece? Yo, drop some rockets so GameStop gets his bounce. Drop some rockets so GameStop gets his bounce. Misty Blue with the #1 crown. Did the Bank of Japan raise rates? Rockets in the chat. Rockets in the chat. Rockets in the chat. Yes, sir. 1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining. That's it. Market is closed. 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 Guys, thank you guys for a short stream. Sorry guys, it was so short. I appreciate you guys. We're gonna get a video out for you guys. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe on the way out. And as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace. GameStop closed at 23.52. AMC at 121. And SPY at 681.27. We were able to hit 89 likes, guys. 89 likes. In only a 1.5 hour live stream. Thank you for supporting the stream, Danny Lamb, Fishy Friends, and Misty Blue. Today was cooked.
Classic, you crazy.
The markets close Monday? Oh my god. Get slammed this month. For Washington's birthday? Who gives a f- Oh my god. This is crazy. Alright, let's do this video and get done with it. All right, guys, let's get this show on the road. All right. Institutions buying. SPY is breaking down out of a rising wedge. SPY, potential SPY correction incoming. Institutions buying. Potential SPY correction incoming. Could see some more downside on GME before recovery. Maybe some pullback with the overall market. But overall, we should be straight. Guys, I'm going to break down what we know about the acquisition. I'm going to institutions are buying GME. I'll break down what that means. SPY is crashing. Yeah, what up, Lion? All right, guys, what is up? You are back for another video with Data Zero. This is your daily outlook prediction for stocks and crypto. This video is not financial advice, should not be taken as such. Please do your own research and due diligence for buying any stock or crypto assets. Let's hop in the charts, facts, and data showing you what's going on for today and the rest of the week. So we have institutions buying GME. We have a potential SPY correction starting now. The breakdown of the rising wedge, which I predicted in yesterday's video would start today, did start. I'm going to tell you guys what that's going to mean for AMC, GME, SPY, and the overall cryptocurrency market. And we're going to be looking at the technicals and fundamentals for the meme stocks, SPY, Bitcoin, and more. So let's hop in and show you guys what is going on. We're also going to quickly cover as well what is going on about what we know with the acquisition for GameStop. We're going to start off with that first. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here are the key points. CNBC did talk to Ryan Cohen, and here's what we know. Again, it's not a lot. It's very, very vague, but let me know what you guys think in the comments down below on what company Ryan Cohen is going to be buying. So GameStop hopes to pull off a very, very, very big acquisition of a larger consumer company. Its CEO Ryan Cohen told CNBC. Cohen did not say whether he would sell the company's Bitcoin to try to pull off the deal. If Cohen can grow GameStop past $100 billion market cap, about 10 times its current value, he stands to reap a massive payday. So he's literally incentivized to do this. Now, we did also learn that they were able to transfer some of their BTC into a potential wallet, which means they could be planning to sell some of their Bitcoin to make this move. But again, like they said, all in all, they're not sure if they're going to be selling it or not. But I would hope that they hold the BTC and do the acquisition, because then they have more ways of potentially not only raising capital, but also drawing people in for possible Bitcoin exposure, and also multiple methods and ways that say, hey, this company could make profits many different ways, either via Bitcoin or this acquisition. There's different avenues for success. So I would hope they would keep the Bitcoin on the table, but if they did have to sell it to make the acquisition come true, and it is going to be very, very risky if they were able to pull it off and make us $100 billion market cap. Obviously, if they had to sell the BTC to do that, that wouldn't be that bad in the grand scheme of things. But I want multiple avenues for this way to company, for this way and this company to see success. So I would hope they would keep the BTC. But this is what we know. Let me know what company you guys think they're going to be buying in this acquisition. There's also rumors that it might be announced on Monday, ladies and gentlemen. So that is a new development that we didn't cover in yesterday's video. So I wanted you guys to know that, but that is speculation. We do not know that for sure. Now, also, we have large institutions, large players buying GameStop. We see that JP Morgan here has bought $7.5 million in GME call options. And then also here recently, Bank of America has increased their GME position by 91%, ladies and gentlemen. So again, it looks like large institutions, in particularly like banks, hedge funds, are buying GME. And again, I always think that's bullish when you see smart money buying and accumulating. That's bullish to me, in my personal opinion. So that's what we are looking at as far as that is concerned. There is some news for AMC. Adam Aaron did tweet, but the main thing is that short interest is exploding. Adam Aaron basically just tweeted about a couple things that's going to be happening here for AMC, different ways to bring people into the theater, similar to the Olympics and stuff like that. So, and he did promote some movies as well. But this is what we're looking at as far as the news is concerned for AMC and GME. Also, we did have, again, like I said, the short interest absolutely exploding, 27.06% here for AMC. Obviously, the dark pool was absolutely crazy for AMC, and I do believe that we did see selling of shares yesterday, because if you look at the cost to borrow slightly came down here. It's at 0.74%. You guys can see it slightly came down from its overall peak higher around the 0.90%, and you guys can see they got more shares. 2.2 million shares available to short here for AMC at time of recording. Now, dark pool was absolutely atrocious today here for AMC. Dark pool sitting at 80.80%, 40 million shares, 40 5 million shares were traded in the dark pool here for AMC today. And then GME is sitting on 2.6 million shares available to short at a cost to borrow of 0.39%. And then GME dark pool is sitting at 50.72%, 3.3 million shares traded for GME. We did see a decent amount of volume here for AMC. As you guys can see, AMC's volume for today was at about 50 million. It was at about 50 million yesterday as well. I believe they were selling shares not only yesterday, but selling shares today as well. And that's why we saw some of this movement to the downside. Now, I did tell you guys in yesterday's video that if AMC was not able to break back above the key level of $1.30 by the end of today, that we're going to be moving down. And I told you guys in yesterday's video that what it looks like, that it looks like we're rejecting from it because we closed below it. And you guys could see in after hours, we rejected from it multiple times. So we did lose that level. And I told you guys if we lost that level, we're going to come down to 125 or 120. Most likely 120 being that lower end and being the bottom. We did dump down immediately to 121, so I was off by literally 1 cent. So make sure you guys like and subscribe, that way you know what's going to happen before it happens in most cases. Now, as you guys can see, what we are looking at now for AMC is most likely we're going to be holding the key level of $1.20. I don't think we're going to be losing that, but if we did, I want you guys to be prepared for what's going to be happening. $1.15 would be the next level of support for AMC. Now, I don't think we're going to be losing that. RSI starting to get oversold here on some of these time frames here. On these bigger time frames, we're getting into the oversold territory. You guys can see here on the 4-hour time frame, 2-hour time frame, we're just briefly coming back out of it, but if we went back down, we would go right back into it. Weekly time frame, extremely oversold. So I think 120 is going to be holding as support as far as tomorrow is concerned, unless we did see more selling of shares. But they said they were not going to try to crash the price, but that's literally what they've been doing, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I have a whole video breaking down on why this selling of shares, the way that they're doing it, is absolutely diabolical, because they're literally able to sprinkle shares here and there, and I broke it down in another video. Make sure you guys check that out. I'll leave it up in the cards in the corner here, and I'll leave it at the end of the video as well. At the very end, you'll be able to click on it, so if you guys want to check out that video, you guys can. But again, AMC is most likely going to be holding $1.20. If we didn't, $1.15 would be the next level of support and resistance that we have to look. I think we're going to be holding it and probably pushing up and seeing some recovery. But we want to be careful because, again, like I said, even if you don't hold SPY or trade SPY, you need to watch the SPY section. SPY is getting ready to enter a major correction, and that could pull the meme stocks down and again give us a little bit of headwind and bring us further to the downside, unfortunately. So we want to be ready for that. I think SPY is about to enter a major correction. Now, AMC's been doing pretty decent on being able to hold up when we do pull back, and especially since we're in these oversold conditions, you'll probably see a little bit of recovery for AMC tomorrow, maybe even heading back up to like 123 or 125. But I don't expect us to lose 120 tomorrow, in my personal opinion. We'll probably sideways to a slight recovery for AMC. Now, as far as GME is concerned, I believe that GME will be seeing a little bit more downside, but should be able to recover as well. GME today was able to fill the gap, and that is extremely bullish that we did fill that gap and get rid of that gap. I said yesterday in yesterday's video that I want to fill that gap. I want to get it out of the way, and we were able to do that. Major level of support here for GME is 23.47 and 23.15. If we do have to see some more downside for GME, I believe we would be coming down to 23.15 and be able to hold that level of support. I do not think we would break below that level. It's a major level of support and resistance. We are well above it. We stayed above it. As long as we stay above that, we are going to remain bullish, and I believe we're going to be staying above that. In fact, I think we're going to be able to even hold 23.47 and be able to see some recovery for GME tomorrow. But again, if we did have to see a little bit more downside, I would expect us to come down to 23.31 or 23.15, holding those levels and getting a bounce back to the upside. Most likely you're going to see GME hold 23.47 though, and start pushing back up towards 23.62, 23.77, and even as high as 24.08, and this could start happening as early as tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. So we could have a little bit of a bullish Friday for the meme stocks, in my personal opinion, and with the overall market, and I'm going to show you guys why that might be. But SPY, like I said, is getting ready to enter a major correction, but this is pretty much everything we are looking at for AMC and GME. Let's go ahead and move into SPY and the overall market, show you guys what's going on there. Then we'll move into BTC and crypto and wrap up this video. So SPY potentially could be bullish tomorrow, and let me break down why. Inflation numbers are going to be coming out here, and inflation looks like it could come out lower than the previous. So as long as this is the case, as long as we see inflation come out around 2.4, 2.5% here on inflation rate year over year, and then for inflation rate month over month, 0.3 or 0.1. As long as we see these numbers come out lower than the previous, so all of these numbers here coming out lower than the previous when we get the actual numbers, that's going to be bullish. And the consensus and forecasts are saying that inflation could be slightly bullish. I don't want you guys to get too crazy on this because it's not going to make the market rocket. We are definitely breaking down out of a rising wedge, and this is not going to stop. Okay, so even if we do get these decent numbers, what I'm expecting is a slight rally to the upside, probably heading towards like 685, 17, maybe 687, 74, but we're going to hit our head on that and then start working our way back down. So the reason why AMC and GME might see a little bit of recovery tomorrow is because the market might see a little bit of recovery tomorrow. We're in oversold conditions here on the market. You guys can see RSI actually trending up. That means bullish momentum is building. But when in doubt, zoom out. We are breaking down out of the rising wedge like I said we would. The bearish divergence on the daily time frame is starting to play out. RSI trending down, price trending up. That means we're going to flatten out and correct down, and we are definitely flattening out. You guys can see this top one, top two, top three, almost creating a little bit of a triple top scenario here. You guys can see here on NASDAQ, same thing, RSI trending down, price trending up. We are flattening out definitely on NASDAQ. NASDAQ is the leader of this. If NASDAQ pulls back, it's really going to pull back SPY, and NASDAQ looks like it's getting ready to dump. Key stocks like Microsoft, Amazon, after these earnings, absolutely getting slammed and continuing to the downside. Nvidia starting to show signs of weakness as it's starting to flatten out, and again having some bearish divergence on the daily time frame itself. So again, it looks like the market is getting ready to start a decent correction. In my personal opinion, it's going to be 5-10%. At minimum, we're going to see SPY start breaking down out of this rising wedge. But tomorrow, you could see a little bit of recovery. Again, on the way down, you're going to see bounces. We could even come back up and retest the rising wedge as resistance. But overall, I think we're going to be coming to the downside in my personal opinion once it's all said and done. So as far as Fridays is concerned, we're probably going to see some recovery, but we'll probably come up to about 685.17, maybe even 687.70, hit our head on that and reject down, especially if these inflation numbers do come out decent. So don't get overly bullish. If you start to see SPY rally, it's going to hit its head at some point and reject back down and continue in this overall downtrend that it is starting now as we break down out of this rising wedge. So this is what we're looking at for SPY in the overall market. Let's go ahead and move into BTC and crypto and wrap up this video. So Bitcoin pulling back to the downside here slightly after rejecting from 68,200. We have a major support here at 64,500. I don't think we're going to be going lower than that. In my personal opinion, we should be holding that level. We are still basically accumulating. I do want to see if BTC is able to make the higher low setup that we're looking for to confirm that we are still tracking with the fractal. So far, so good. So as long as BTC doesn't go lower than 60,200, that's going to be the higher low setup, because what the fractal says is we capitulate out, we bounce up, and then we have another small capitulation before rallying back up. And that seems to be what we are potentially starting to see right now here. As you guys can see, we capitulated out, and then we bounced up. We might see another little bit of a pullback, but that could lead into the rally that we were looking for. Again, this fractal sometimes spreads out or condenses, so that is why we potentially are seeing it you know, a little bit deviated. You guys can see here it kind of like went a little bit faster than it was originally put on the fractal. So again, it tracks until it doesn't, but we just need to see if we can get that higher low set up to see if it is still tracking. I am going to be looking a lot more here for technicals for BTC though, because we are pretty far down off of that fractal. So the rally to the upside could be a lot lower than some of the price targets that the fractal is saying. So we're going to be looking at key levels, technicals, and all of that stuff very, very, very closely. In order for BTC to be truly bullish, we need to see it break back above 70,300. If it's able to break and hold that level, that means that most likely we're going to see a decent continuation to the upside. So we're going to be looking at that key level very, very closely. Coins like XRP are still roughly tracking as well. We did say XRP would dump down once BTC dumped down. You want to see XRP back above $1.50. That would be a very good sign that XRP is recovering. But again, as far as I'm concerned, when in doubt, zoom out. As far as the macro is concerned, look at the things we are seeing here on the cryptocurrency market. You guys can see crypto fear and greed at 5. Again, this is historical lows for the crypto fear and greed. And again, like Warren Buffett said, be fearful when others are greedy, be greedy when others are fearful. Right now, people are extremely fearful. That is an indication that it is time to buy. Last time we saw cryptocurrency fear and greed that low, it's when Bitcoin was at 15K. And you guys all know what happened when Bitcoin was at 15K and FTX collapsed. And it ended up running up to 125,000, 126,000 here at the peak. So again, and more signs as well. BTC rainbow chart. Last time we were in some of these levels here on the BTC rainbow chart. So I'll just show you guys two versions of the BTC rainbow chart. This one's at this Bitcoin is dead level. Last time we were in the purple was when Bitcoin was at 5,000, and then it ran all the way up. As you guys can see, we touched the purple here. Bitcoin was at $500, ran all the way up. As you guys can see, Bitcoin is now back into that purple zone, and we could potentially be seeing a decent run to the upside. Anytime they say Bitcoin is dead, that is literally time to buy. Last time Bitcoin was dead was also in that 15K level, and then we ran all the way up to 126,000, as you guys know, as history has shown us. So again, this is time to accumulate. In my personal opinion, this is time to buy. They're trying to shake you out. We're also seeing inflows on the BTC spot ETF, so that means that institutions, smart money is buying. If they're buying these levels, that means it is more signs that it's time to accumulate and time to buy, and we are starting to form a bottom on cryptocurrency. So I think we're going to be coming out of this. I think we're in a little mini bear market, the same way that we had in between the big run-ups here. And I'll just show you guys real quick. We had this run up here, then we went into like this little mini bear market and then had another run up. I believe that's what we're into now, and I believe that we should be starting to form a bottom. We might see a little bit more downside, but we should be able to form a bottom and then move back to the upside when it's all said and done. I believe that this is just a major shakeout. So this is your daily outlook and prediction for stocks and crypto. If you watched to the end of the video, thank you guys so much. Right now, silver spot price is sitting at $76.06. If you guys found this video informative, go ahead and drop a like, leave a comment down below. We have some brand new merch drops if you guys want to check that out and support the channel in a different way. But if you don't do any of that, make sure you do this most of all. Make sure you have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out. All right, thanks fam, I appreciate y'all. We're gonna get this video uploaded. Somehow we got 700 views in a 2-hour live stream. Danny Lamb, Fishy Friends, and Misty Blue for supporting the stream today. We got 100 likes too. That's crazy. Yeah, we did hit 100 likes. Wow, that's crazy. Oh man, I should have reported on the crypto section that some people said Coinbase was down. That sucks. Dang. That's something I forgot. That'd have been a nice little tidbit of information. Yeah, that'd have been a nice little tidbit of information. I feel like that video sucked. Coinbase is up now, Thanks, ChatGPT, for helping me fix the computer. Jay Carr, thank you for the super chat, bro. Thank you for the additional super chat, bro. That's huge, dude. Thank you, brother. Wait, why can't I see that?
poll. Thank you, Jay Carr, bro. You're a legend, dude. And I ended the poll. I always like to help out. 39%. I would like to find out if we can. 28%. Glad your computer see working. 17%. Yes, sir. 16%. 71 votes. Thank you, guys. Jay Carr, thank you, bro. That's legendary, bro. I can't add your name to the credits. Maybe it will. Hold on. Let me see if I can restart it. Yeah, added your name, bro.
if I can see that from the camera. Ahora full.
Damn, Astro, that's you.
All right, DZ fam, that is the end of the stream for today. I appreciate anybody who watched to the absolute end. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe on the way out if you haven't. And most of all, make sure you do this. Make sure you have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.